Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Chef Vic Cuisine. Today we are making what I like to call Aunt Wanda's baked beans. Now every summer when I was growing up, I would stay with my aunt and uncle, and I had the pleasure of tasting my aunt's cooking each summer. And over time, it was well known that I loved my aunt's baked beans. And I'm so happy today that I can share this recipe with you all. It's super easy to make and it feeds plenty. So let's get started. Alright, so to get this started, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 176 degrees Celsius. And we're going to add two 28-ounce cans of vegetarian baked beans into a large mixing bowl. We're going to follow it up by adding in half a cup of light brown sugar and mixing that gently amongst the beans until the sugar dissolves. Now we want to add in 2 tablespoons of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of honey, and 1 tablespoon of molasses. Gently mix all these ingredients together until they're well combined. I like using a rubber spatula for this process. Now you want to add half a teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and mix those spices into the rest of the beans as well until they're all well combined. Now you want to add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoons worth of orange extract, as well as 1 tablespoon's worth of pineapple juice. Give that another quick mix. And then finally, you want to salt the baked beans to your own personal taste. Whisking in that salt, we're ready to move on to the next step. Just wanted to drop in real quick to say, don't forget to smash that like button for me. It really helps boost this video's performance on YouTube so that more people can see this recipe. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button too and click the bell icon to be notified when my next video drops. And stay tuned until the end of this video for a sneak peek of the recipe coming next week. We want to pour our beans into an oven-safe baking dish, and we're going to bake this uncovered for 60 minutes or until it's bubbling. And once it reaches that point, you want to remove it from the oven, give it a quick stir, and allow this to rest for 10 minutes prior to serving. And just like that, you've made my Aunt Wanda's baked bean recipe. This is definitely an elevated version of your traditional baked beans. With those extra notes of spices and tangy flavors, I'm sure this will become a fan favorite of yours as well. I grew up loving this dish, and I hope one day you will too. And feel free to mix it up with your own take on the baked beans. You can use pork and beans for this recipe, whatever you can think of. For example, if you wanted a savorier version of the dish, try adding some diced onions and green peppers to the mix, and omit the pineapple juice, vanilla extract, and orange extract. But when you do try this recipe, make sure to tag me at chefviccuisine or hashtag chefviccuisine so I can see all of your beautiful takes on this recipe. As always, this recipe and many more can be found in my cookbook, Chef Vic Cuisine Volume 3, Upgrading Your Inner Chef. And that's available on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that in my description box. And feel free to click the pop-up on your screen for more information on that as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button for me. It's one of the best ways to show support for this video. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Victor, and welcome to Chef Vic Cuisine. I like to create new recipes each and every week for you to make at home for yourself, your family, or your friends. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button too. And sharing is caring, so if you enjoyed this video and think someone else will too, feel free to share this with all your family and friends. And stay tuned for next week where I show you how to make a stuffing Southern style. This is mouth-watering good and perfect for this fall-winter season. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate all your support. Check out more recipes on my page now. YouTube thinks you'll like this one, so let's see if they're right. And I'll see you next time on another episode of Chef Vic Cuisine. And until then, peace.